Do you guys know how Coulter gets so strong?
Yeah, he drinks a lot of milk. It builds strong character.
I feel like solving world hunger today.
Hello everyone and welcome to the recent review. Today we're going to be looking over every set released in the summer wave of 2015. There were 5 sets released and a total cost of approximately $90. So here we have it. Skull Basher, Skull Scorpio, Mask Maker vs. Skull Grinder, Skull Slicer, and Skull Warrior. And all their masks and beautiful little trinkets and doodads to go along with them. So obviously the theme here for the summer wave were the villains, and the villains were skeletal. They were recreated. The story goes that some power of some sort, I'm not even quite clear on what, brought these characters back to life. Some of them horde villains, such as the Skull Warrior, or the Skull Scorpio, and some of them kind of one-offs, like Skull Slicer and Skull Basher. And then, of course, Coulter, or Skull Grinder. Honestly, the only place we ever heard Coulter being used is in a catalog, so I'm not personally sure that's his actual name, and it's just Skull Grinder, but for my sake, because it's really late, and I like to make things easy, I'm going to go ahead and call him Coulter. And then, of course, we have the Mask Maker, Akimu. So, the highlights of this wave are definitely the recolors and the new pieces. New pieces being the weapon pieces, the axe piece and the sword piece, new armor piece, which is right over here, the shoulders more often than not, the new mask pieces, the bull piece, bull mask on these two, and the kind of skull helmet mask on these two. We got some nice new recolors, such as this one here on Akimu, and these nice masks. These are really cool masks. And of course, one of my favorite pieces, the Mask of Creation. I still really like how this looks. It looks phenomenal. So, obviously, LEGO put a lot of work into this. And the opinion is actually quite mixed as to whether or not it was good or not. The sets, for the most part, are quite gappy. And a lot of them are honestly hit or miss. Specifically, Skull Slicer, Skull Scorpio, and Skull Basher. Some people like the fact that Skull Scorpio looks really cool. Some like the fact that Skull Slicer has 4 arms and it's a unique gearbox construction. Some like the fact that Skull Basher doesn't have a gearbox because he's so unique. But others don't like any of that. So, in a lot of people's eyes, this was a mixed wave, and certainly not up to the standard that the first one created. However, that being the case, we do have a couple of things that were released in the time between me reviewing the winter wave and me reviewing the summer wave, which was unfortunately very late, and I can give you X amount of reasons and explanations why, but we're not going to get into that. So for the moment, let's go ahead and look at those trinkets real quickly. So here we have a few of the collectibles from the the summer wave of 2015. Now, I am currently aware that there are approximately, 2 to 3 other collectibles out right now in the summer wave? Here's what I know. We have this guy right here, and this is the San Diego Comic-Con 2015 exclusive. This is the Skull Scorpio mask. Now, I've gone over this in some slight detail in a prior video, and that was, my goodness, there's a Skull Scorpio review, I do so believe. So if you want a little taste of what this is, go ahead and check out that video. I'm going to go over it briefly here. Here it is. It is the mask. It is in the translucent lime green, as I like to call it. Comes in this nice little container, like the translucent Mask of Fire from New York Comic Con 2014. 6 and up. No other warnings that I can tell. BIONICLE.com. There you go. So that basically sums this up. You can find it on eBay. It may run you quite a little bit, but it really varies. The other thing that came out during that time is this. Now this is the Hero Pack, and they set numbers, oh boy, 500291. And there's actually quite a nice amount of items and memorabilia in this. All you see here, this is all in it. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open, and I'm going to show you what's inside. So here we go. Alright, there we go. So this is the inside of the Hero Pack. Now the way you could get the Hero Pack was, oh my goodness, what time was it? I know, it was much earlier in the year. And what you would need to do is you'd need to go ahead and go on Lego Shop at Home and buy some stuff, and you could get this free along with your purchase. And it was really great. It came to the UK and Europe first, then it came to the United States. But let's look what's inside. We do have a generic blue skull spider. And, he is what he is. He's very glossy, and he will add to your collection. So we're going to put him over there. The highlight of this is actually this. The transparent orange mask of fire. Now, we knew about this. We knew it was a prototype. However, now we have it. And it is absolutely stunning. It looks gorgeous. I'm not going to show it to anyone right now. I will do that during the 2015 overview. I promise. I hope. I hope I don't forget. If I do forget, let me know, and I will do that in a recap Q&A. But it looks great. Put that over to the side. Now we do have some stickers. They are very, very shiny stickers. That's that. We do have this little pamphlet, and obviously you can just kind of, take your mask, go, oh, look, it's a mask, woo! It's a little pamphlet. It has a little comic in it. It's basically the Tahu comic on his container. The instructions, like you needed them, and the animated characters that we saw at New York Comic Con? Yeah, I believe so. Then an advertisement for Bionicle. And one of my favorite parts about this is this map. You get a map of Okoto, which is absolutely phenomenal. I am really impressed with this style, and I really like the fact that we have it. It looks great. It's got all the mask landmarks, which is really cool. It's got this neatly designed kind of thing here. And on the back, you have all the masks. And come on, focus. Focus. Oh, there we go. So you have all the masks. You have the gold masks, and then you have the standard versions. And I think that's really cool. It's a double-sided poster, and it's really neat. I like it. So that basically sums up what the United States got as far as collectibles are concerned. Now, there are, as far as I'm aware, two others. There is a Lego headquarters tour, and for that, if you go through this tour, you could get a transparent dark blue mask of water, and it would come in one of these things. There are only about 200 or so made, so very hard to find, very hard to come by. The other one is in Russia, and I'm not 100% sure if it's coming to the States at the time of this video, but it is a skull mask, like the one that Kulta and Skull Warrior have, but it's gold. It's not like super glossy gold, but it's gold like the Masters have their gold masks. And it comes with a little paper craft stand, and it's really, really, really cool. So at the moment, I don't have either of those, because A, the transparent mask of water is so high priced, quite honestly, you're lucky to find it for $500. And the Russian mask, I didn't find one that was in the States right now, and I don't have any want for it. So if I come across it, I'll probably make a video at some point in time. We'll see. But as it stands, those are the United States collectibles. They're really neat. And there they go. That's what I missed out on. Missed out on making videos of. So let's go ahead and get back to the rest of the overview and wrap the video up. So there we go. That generally sums up the 2015 summer wave. They're a bunch of skeletons. They represent different things. The mocking potential is through the roof with a lot of these pieces, specifically all the new recolors and the new parts in all these different colors, the rib cages. It's really great. LEGO did put a lot of fantastic, just outright phenomenal work into these sets. And that is very apparent. A lot of them are still really good. The value is very clear in Mask Maker vs. Skull Grinder. Skull Warrior is just an all-around good set. Not, phenomenally good, just, he's well-rounded. And the other three are really unique in their own way. They bring something to the table. Whether or not you feel that they take something away from the table at the same time is totally up to you. Personally speaking, I'm fine with this wave. They make for good villains. However, I don't think that it matches or even gets close to the Winter Wave, which is just outstanding. So, that generally sums it up. There's not going to be any written review for these guys, the group. So, I'm just going to leave you with this video. Join me next week when I go over the entirety of 2015. Thank you all guys very much for watching. I apologize for the short video, but there isn't a whole lot to say. However, I will give a personal recommendation. If I did have to personally recommend any of these guys, I would recommend you get these guys, Mask Maker vs. Skull Grinder, and Skull Warrior. If you only had to get those two, I'd recommend getting those two. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys join me for the next video next week. If there's anything I messed up on, or you feel I should have mentioned, please let me know in the comments below. Or on the TTV message boards at board.ttvpodcast.com. Now if you want to see a recent review 1 week early, then go ahead and head on over to Vessel/the TTV channel, where you can see the overview for all of 2015 right now. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.